Hello, everybody. Happy and welcome to the third episode of Anime. This is the series where we take a look at anime-related films, and for this week, last week we took a look at a pretty good movie. We took a look at One Piece Gold. By the way, I just got done with Impel Down. Before watching this. So that's nice. But for this episode, we're taking a look at a more recent film. One from this year, actually. And has so far become a major box office smash hit. And is the highest grossing movie in Japan. This is gonna be interesting. Demon Slayer, the movie, Mugen Train. I most likely screwed up that wording. Demon Slayer, the movie, Mugen Train, and follows the main cast from the series, including Tanjiro, who is the main character of the series. Who is a demon slayer. He is a demon slayer who's trying to find a way to cure his sister Nezuko, who got turned into a demon. And after his family, he got annihilated. 4 kids, what are you doing in here? I said after Tanjiro's family got wiped out of the existence. How is that better? Okay. Oh. They got... Can I say it abbreviated at least? Fine. So Tanjiro's family gets KILLED'd by demons, and they end up turning Tanjiro's sister Nezuko into a demon. So now Tanjiro has to go out and find a way to make his sister human again. And that's the plot of the TV show. But for the movie, it follows those 2 characters and 2 characters from the series. Inosuke, who wears a boar's head, and this blonde guy and a blonde-haired coward named Zenitsu. So now the 4 of them find themselves on a train, which this movie does take place exactly after the series is left off. And the 4 of them find themselves on the train, which actually one of the people on the train and is actually a Hashira, which is pretty much a big name demon slayer named Rengoku. And this is where the movie introduces us to the antagonist of the film, which is this female character. Wait a minute. Oh. Oh, she's actually a male character. The villain in this movie is a male character who is the actual Train by the end of the movie. Who at the end of the movie is revealed to be the actual Train. Okay. But anyways, now the crew have to find them. Now our gang have to find out what's going on with this train, and also at the end they'd continue their journey, which hopefully will bring into a season 2. Hopefully. Anyways, so for Demon Slayer, the movie, it's actually a pretty good movie. Itself. As the film, there's many moments in this film that are really good. That are really beautiful. Like this one scene where, there's one scene in the movie where the villain sends these people all out to who get this one thing which will kill them pretty much. And so that they could end this nightmare, and so that they could end the nightmare that they're having. And so while the others are being taken, but while the others fail to grab his core thing in their mind, in the main character's mind, there's one person who I'm pretty sure the movie said he had tuberculosis, who ends up going into Tanjiro's mind. And when he gets to the section with the main thing that he needs to get, it's a beautiful scene where he's in this like world where it's like a nice blue sky in the background. And these little creatures are guiding him towards the thing he needs. Which I thought that was a beautiful scene. And when the others go into the other main characters' heads, it goes not that well. Like, one dude tries to go into Zenitsu's head, and because he's not Nezuko, Zenitsu chases him around with I think he was holding leaf cutters. Like the things you use to cut leaves with. And then there's another one where it goes into Inosuke's head, where we get to see his vision of the other main characters being his underlings. Which I thought that was a pretty funny scene. But the true standout moments from this movie are, of course, the action scenes. I mean, this is a action-oriented anime. So of course we're gonna have some great action scenes in the movie, which they do. Which includes the climax of the film where the person tries to put Tanjiro to sleep, so the villain tries to put Tanjiro to sleep so that he could kill him. But Tanjiro, in his dream, just ends up killing himself many, many times. Each time he goes to sleep, each time the villain makes him fall asleep, he ends up just making himself die in the dream, so that he could snap back to reality, which I thought that was a pretty cool scene. Also, there's a scene the ending of the film is filled with many other cool moments, like especially with Rengoku, and his scene with him on the train, where he does a pretty cool thing. And I am not going to spoil it, because where all the characters get their moment to shine. All, like, the main characters get their moment to shine in the climax, fighting against the train, which pretty much turned into a flesh train at this point. Like, literally. Like, yeah, this movie's rated R, by the way. So, yeah, YouTube, I'm not going to show the scene at all, not only because I don't want to be copyrighted by Sony, not only because I want to be safe from being copyrighted by Sony and Funimation, but also for the fact that, yeah, it's a rated R movie, so it is not the most kid-friendly thing. It's definitely not a kid-friendly movie. But overall, for the animation, that is where the movie shines the most. The animators pay a great amount of detail to the film, pay a great amount of detail in the film, and end up having the visuals be fantastic, looking fantastic. And also for the film soundtrack, it is pretty good. It is pretty good as well. Not only does the film have a nice sense of humor with some of the comedic moments of the film, where they even do some breaking the fourth wall bits in the film. But also, I'd say that the movie definitely does have a sense of intriguing, a sense of intrigue when it comes to, I don't even know if that's an actual phrase or not, but it does intrigue you when it comes to the actual concept, because as throughout the movie you're wondering what the heck's going on with this train. And then you get to the twist at the end of the movie, and, oh, that is a pretty interesting twist I never expected. And but my only sort of nitpick with the movie would be that the end of the film, when Rengoku, when they make you think that when Rengoku's battling another character, or at the end of the film, after that happens, there's a scene where they make you think that somebody died. Like well, the character actually dies in the movie. Yeah. I was completely confusing myself with another movie I recently seen. But there's a scene in this movie where they have a character that is dying. And my only nitpick with the film is that I kind of feel like that scene was dragged out a bit for the point of having the running time for having this be a longer movie. Because it's cool seeing all the Hashira. It's a great scene with all the Hashiras learning about the certain character's death. But the thing is that it doesn't really... They could have made the death scene a bit... Is that it feels like this movie was doing what... For example of what I'm trying to say is, you remember in Deadpool 2, another R-rated film, when they tried to make you think Deadpool was dying, that Deadpool was dead, then he'd just come back and keep on talking. But he had a pretty long death scene in this movie. And that'd be my only sort of nitpick with the film. Because everything else about this film is really good. Overall, my rating for Demon Slayer, the movie, Mugen Train... Oh goodness, I know I screwed up that name again. My overall rating for Demon Slayer, the movie, would be an 8 out of 10. Would be an 8 out of 10. The movie, it definitely isn't the... If you're not... I'd recommend, if you wanted to see this movie, to watch the show first before you go watch the movie, because there's definitely a lot of elements from the show that you will definitely have to watch the entire series to get to the movie, which I kind of should have done, because I watched the series up to episode 14 out of 28 before going to see the movie. So yeah, I'd recommend to watch the entire series before watching this movie. Anyways, that's gonna do it for anime. And as for next time, prepare for trouble and make it double. What are you guys doing here? To protect the world from devastation. Teen idol people within our nation. Hello? This is my show, not yours? Well, I see this guy's pretty annoyed. Better give him the factoid. You were really searching for a rhyme on that one, didn't you? Fine, what do you want? What do you want? You crashed into my whole video. That is true, but we can stay here a bit longer. What? I was just going on to do the Paddington movies. Well, bad news for you. We got one more movie for you to review. You could have just said, Ed, bad news for you. You got another review. Alright, anyways, what movie do you want me to review? Well, first, to make sure that you won't escape, why is my arm tied up to the back of the why is my arm and my legs tied up to the back of the chair? Well, I think you might want to know that for our next video for you to review, we are going to be bringing you a movie for you. You used the same rhyme twice. Anyways, what movie do you want me to review? What could we rhyme for this one? You know what? You don't need a rhyme for everything, right? Like, I know you guys like to do the motto most of the time, but do you have to do a motto for everything? Fine, the movie we'll give you is Pokemon the first movie. Why is that considered bad for me? What do you mean? I mean, I like the movie. Oh, well, if you well, we gotta have some way for you to watch our... Well, we gotta have some way for you to be distracted while our master plan shows up. Master plan? You idiot. You idiot rabbit. Can't you figure out that we are gonna buy all the anime franchises that you reviewed? Turn them into a live-action movie or two. Didn't I tell you enough with the rhyming? Fine. We're gonna buy the movies that you reviewed so we can make a movie out of them. Starring me. No way I'm letting you guys as review... No way I'm letting you guys buy these anime properties so you could ruin them. And like you did with Transformers. Well, if you don't, we have a special movie another movie for you to review. What movie? We have another movie for you to review after the Paddington films. What movie do you specifically want me to review?